is up, Machinima fans? Chris Lockey here, E3 2012, with a special treat. Hayashi-san.
Yeah.
Team Ninja leader himself, to discuss Dead or Alive 5. So, first things first. DOA 4 was late 2005. It's been almost 7 years the fans have had to wait. Why such a long wait between games?
So to be perfectly honest, after Dead or Alive 4, we weren't exactly sure where fighting games were going and how we could evolve the genre. And it just took us a while to find that focus. And in the intervening time, you know, fighting games have changed, games themselves have changed, and we were always talking and thinking about what we could do to bring Dead or Alive 5 to that next level. And once we got our concept, we started really getting into it, and that's why now we're here ready to show off Dead or Alive 5.
What sort of gameplay mechanics and innovations can we expect in DOA 5 versus the last installment?
So for fighting games, a lot of times the characters and the backgrounds are completely separate things, and the backgrounds can be just kind of filler and they're just kind of there. For Dead or Alive 5, we really want to bring those two together so that you have a character fighting within a world and that they feel like they're part of that world that they're fighting in. And so you have these crazy stages blowing up all around you, things just going nuts, chaos everywhere, and it really feels like a good, fun fighting experience. And that goes to sort of the core of Dead or Alive 5. The concept that we were mentioning before is fighting entertainment. Lots of entertainment value going on all around you as a fighter. It's still a solid fighter, but you have this entertainment that's going on that people who might not have played fighting games before can see that, and you know, they see a screenshot or see a little bit of gameplay and they're like, wow, that looks like fun, I want to play that. And that brings them into a fighter.
That's a great introduction to the next question I have, which is, other than that, how will the game cater to amateur fighting game players as well as the professional crowd?
Obviously, we want to have Dead or Alive recognized by the fighting game community as a solid fighter, and we're here at E3 teaming up with IGN Pro League. We're having tournaments at our booth, so if anybody's interested, they can always come down and, you know, try it out at the booth. You know, the core of fighting entertainment is a fighting game. Dead or Alive is a fighting game, and we definitely know that we have solid fighting game mechanics in there for the players that want that. But for players who aren't used to that kind of a game, a straight-up fighting game can feel kind of like a stoic or kind of a hard, you know, game to get into. And so we have elements like, you know, the danger zones and these, you know, blockbuster stages that help bring those people into the fighting game. And then, you know, hopefully once they're in there, they'll find the fun of the system itself and become even stronger fighters themselves.
Wonderful. And can we expect any crossover characters like DOA 4's Spartan 458?
For Dead or Alive 5, we actually have two guest characters that are showing up. We have Akira and Sarah from Virtua Fighter. And they play very similarly to how they play in Virtua Fighter. So if you're a Virtua Fighter fan, we'd love for you to get your hands on them in DOA. You should feel right at home. They're really a lot of fun to play with, and we're honored that we were able to collaborate with Sega to bring them into our game.
And what is your opinion of the generally accepted image of the franchise as displaying its female characters with these large breasts?
We know that image is there, but for DOA 5, we're trying for a more overall beauty and to really present the beauty of the characters as they are. So as you're fighting, you will see the characters start to sweat, and you know, if they get wet, you know, maybe you'll start to see a little bit through their shirt. There are other ways to present beauty other than just breasts. So it's that overall beauty and that overall appeal that we really want people to feel in Dead or Alive 5. So of course, when players move, you know, things move, but that's not the only thing that we're focused on. And there are other forms of beauty that we think we're bringing to Dead or Alive 5.
Last, but certainly not least, when will the fans be able to get their hands on the game?
Dead or Alive 5 will be available for PlayStation 3 and 360 in September 25th. So let's all get fighting then.
Dead or Alive 5.